Grab my flappy folds. Grab my terry folds. Grab my foldy flaps. Hey, touch my foldy flaps. Grab my terry folds. Grab my foldy holds. Grab my terry flaps. In my terry folds. Grab my terry flaps. You gotta touch 'em. My terry folds. Grab my terry folds. Touch my foldy flaps. Take a big flight. Take my foldy flaps. My terry folds. My foldy holds. And my terry flaps. Gotta grab my terry flaps. Grab my terry flaps. Squeeze my foldy folds. Hold my foldy folds. Grab my foldy folds. Grab my terry flap holds. Grab my terry folds. Hold my foldy folds. Hold my terry folds. Hey, did you ever want to hold a terry fold? I got one right here. Grab my terry flap. Squeeze it. Grab it, squeeze it, tug on my terry flap. Hey, I want to take you to the terry fold dance. Want to come with me? You can grab my holdy folds. Squeeze them tight. You son of a bitch. Suck my holdy flappy folds. Lick my flappy foldy folds. My terry flaps in your mouth. Suck my flaps, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Stupid motherfucking bitch. Hey, grab my terry flaps. Gonna eat those holdy folds. I got a couple of terry fold flaps. I got a flappy foldy flap. I'm gonna go take you to food. Gonna eat, then we're going to the terry fold dance. You and me, we're gonna go to the terry fold place. It's gonna be a night out. Gonna have a real fancy time. I don't know. Should I do it again?
I don't know why. That's the weirdest song. It's the weirdest song I've heard all year. But it's also one of my favorite songs that came out this year. For those of you who don't know that song, and I'm kind of heartbroken you don't know that song, it's called Terry Folds by Chaos featuring Justin Roiland, the voice of Rick and Morty from Rick and Morty. And in the recent episode, the last new episode, this song played at the end. And it makes no sense. The fuck is a terry fold? But it's not supposed to make any sense. It's a fun song. Anyway. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy, and welcome to the first ever BCG monthly live chat here on the lovely. Well, I guess it's not the first ever, but this is the first monthly live chat while I'm staying here on Guam. So welcome. Thank you guys for coming. There's lots to discuss. I guess we'll just dive in real quick. I'll give you guys my plan. Well, actually, yeah, let's go with that first. So as you know, this is the monthly live chat where I keep you guys up to date with my plans for the upcoming month and ask you guys to rate my success of the previous month, which is August. Now, August was a bit shaky, but I did the best I could. I wasn't able to do as many of the bullshit month reviews as I wanted to. So bullshit month is going to continue into September while I do both a catch up on top 10 month and bullshit month. Moving is a bitch, and trying to find a job is even bitchier. So yeah, it's exhausting. But don't worry, I'm not skipping out on all the bullshit month reviews. It's just really hard to get through Handshakers. I stopped after the third episode, and I just can't keep going through it. It's so bad. Oh, it just might be the worst anime I saw this year, and that's saying a lot. I thought Chaos Head was going to be the worst anime I saw this year, but it's giving Chaos Head a run for its money, so we'll see. 2 out of 5. Sorry, man. Leonardo, I appreciate the honesty. I'd rather you be honest and upfront than just to lie to me saying it was a 10 out of 10, because I personally wouldn't say that this month was the best month I ever had. I feel like it's it's mixed. There's some good things here. There's some bad things there. By the way, it's my birthday tomorrow. So it's going to be your birthday in 2 hours. So I'll be sure to wish you a happy birthday once this live chat ends then. Oh, I finished that shit. Good luck, Tony. Thanks. I appreciate. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. So yeah, gonna continue BCG month. I'm gonna continue bullshit month all the way into September, as well as top 10 month. Hoping to get back into the movie reviews. I haven't been able to do that, but cash has been kind of strapped recently because I don't have a job anymore, so I can't really pay to go see movies as much. So that sucks. I'm also going to be remodeling my Patreon. I haven't really touched or even talked about my Patreon, and I really want to get through all the Patreon requests I've already have. So I feel bad for those too. I want to change it to where people want to just like give me money like one time. Well, actually, there's actually two things you can do. You can either support me on Patreon or you can support me through PayPal. So one thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to set up a PayPal account, which is basically you can send me money one time and then that's it. You don't have to like do like a whole monthly thing, which is what Patreon usually is. So yeah, we can do that, but I really don't really like asking people for money. That's another thing. Sell some stuff to get money. I was actually about to get to my merchandise store, which I also haven't really touched on in a long time because I still sell my shirts and stuff. Are you going to do a review/rant of Freebirds? You mean that shitty bird movie that came out like a couple years ago with Owen Wilson and Woody Harrelson? That movie? That movie came out so long ago? Man, no. I'm not gonna review that. What else was I gonna say? So talked about that. Oh, so next Saturday is gonna be pretty exciting. I'm going to be hosting the BCG Rumble wrap-up live Q&A where you guys can ask us questions about, BCG Rumble, how we made it and what was the process like. I'm going to have a majority of the people there. In fact, I think the only person that's not going to make it is Sloan so far. I haven't heard anything from the girl that voices Akira, although I'm just going to go on a limb. Why am I wearing headphones? Take this off. I was just thinking about it. I'm not listening to anything, so why am I even wearing it? Take this off. Anyway, as I was saying, so yeah, next Saturday I will be doing the BCG, the BCG Rumble wrap-up live Q&A, and I hope to see you guys there. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's exciting. What else is on the table? I think that's it. That's really all I got to talk about because I really have nothing. I'm just trying to make it through right now and catch up on all my work, make all my videos. I'm actually going to try to review something else before I get back to Handshakers because I think Handshakers really killed me when it comes to watching anime. I just was not looking forward to watching it. I need to watch like a fun anime real quick. And then I get back to what's it called? Then I can get back to Handshakers and all the bullshit month reviews. In fact, I saw a lot of comments recently saying, Tony, why are you so negative recently? I was scratching my head because I'm kind of confused how they don't remember that it was bullshit month last month. So negativity is what that month is all about. But I do agree. I have been a bit negative lately. It's not on purpose. It's just that this summer has been atrocious. That's why I made that video that's pretty polarizing for some people because everyone's like, I disagree with you, Tony. How dare you say that freaking Wonder Woman and Dunkirk sucks, even though I technically didn't say that they sucked individually. I said that they were decent. I just don't agree that they're as good as people are making it out to be. And regardless of whether or not Wonder Woman and Dunkirk is good, the summer as a whole has been very underwhelming. I can only name, like I said in that video, I only have 2 films that I actually thought were pretty good or above just good. I thought they were fantastic. Baby Driver being the best one out of the bunch. And then Cars 3 really surprised me at how much depth it had. Other than that, there were some films I enjoyed. Like, I didn't say it in my video because it wasn't really meant to be a review, but I actually enjoyed the new Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not good, but the sense of adventure that was missing in the fourth film returned in this fifth film, and I like that sense of adventure. The reason I loved the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise so much is that sense of adventure, exploring the unknown and doing all that stuff. I loved it. It was awesome. And in Dead Men Tell No Tale, they kind of revisited the whole adventure theme. I love that. I really enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy. Not a great movie, but it's really enjoyable. I enjoyed bits and pieces of Baywatch. It's just it felt like it was trying so hard to be funny, and I don't think it was all that funny. And that one fat guy, oh my God, I could make a whole video on that guy. He's terrible. Another one a lot of people were talking about was War for the Planet of the Apes. They think I hate that film. I don't hate it. I just think that it was, again, to use this word again, underwhelming. Despite the fact that there wasn't a war between apes and man, the story was just kind of like, oh yeah, here's the apes. They're in prison. Now they gotta escape. Ooh. I felt like it was just so centralized in one place, and there wasn't much like, how do I word it? It wasn't as exciting or as major eventful as I thought it was going to be. I mean, this is the final chapter of the Planet of the Apes trilogy, of this new trilogy. And I thought, okay, it's going to end on a bang. It's the war for the Planet of the Apes. This is where humanity makes its last stand. And I never felt like they made their last stand. The last stand they made was between each other. They wiped each other out. They're the reasons why they're gone now. Because had they just realized, hey, wait a minute, guys, we're supposed to be fighting the apes, not each other, then this would have been a war for the Planet of the Apes, but it didn't. Thank you, Tony. You just redeemed yourself in a good way. What do you mean I redeemed myself in a good way? I'm curious. What do you mean? Defenders was underwhelming. Elektra really pissed me off more in that show than Daredevil season 2. I just didn't like the fact that she was so flip-floppy with her motives. Like, she starts off very stoic and soulless, then she goes and realizes who she is and how she feels about Matthew, and then all of a sudden she kills the girl. It's like, I'm in control now. I'm the captain. And she starts fighting and stuff. And then all of a sudden she's like, I still love you. I'm like, what? Another clickbait? Is that really your name? Another clickbait video, Tony? That is all. There's a guy in the comments. His name is Another Clickbait Video, Tony. How's Guam treating you? Well, I gained 5 pounds coming back here. So yeah, that's how Guam's treating me, making me fatter. I'm actually trying to lose some weight, so I'm working on it. Tony, the real clickbait is polar shit. I don't get that reference. Tony, or you should give us your opinion on Star versus the Forces of Evil. Well, you know what, B. Chuck? I would wait till November to find out. Wink, wink, wink. Is your leg better? Well, technically it was my foot, and yes, it is much better. Oh my God, it hurt for at least 3 days, and then it got better, so I'm like, yay. With his fancy new microphone. What are you talking? This is the same microphone from Florida. This is the same one. This is the same one I had. Remember when I did the Leafy thing where I talk like Leafy? Look, I'm Leafy. Look at me, guys. I'm so Leafy. I literally can't even right now. Is Leafy even a thing anymore? I feel like he's kind of faded into obscurity, which kind of sucks. Oh, no. No, it doesn't suck. I don't care. I never liked Leafy, so I feel bad for him, I guess is what I should have said. Not that it sucked. I just feel bad because he was on the top of the list, or he was on top of the world, and now he's plummeted to the bottom of obscurity, which is pretty sad. But when you stick to just one method of entertainment and that method dies out, What are you gonna do? I cannot wait for horror month. Sorry to break your balls there, Bionicle Anime. There is not gonna be a horror month. Wait, no, yeah, there is gonna be a horror month. I almost forgot. Yeah, I said romance month, top 10 month, bullshit month, and horror month are the only ones that I'm keeping in check. Yeah, sorry about. I got confused there for a second. So sorry about that. Why not Captain Underpants? That's another thing I noticed in the comments a lot in that video. People were saying, well, I like Captain Underpants. If you like the film, that's fine. I'm not saying you cannot like. I don't understand why dissension of opinion is so. What's the word I'm thinking of? Is so hated. I don't understand why dissension of or difference of opinion has this whole knee-jerk reaction. I said that I didn't like Wonder Woman as much as everybody else, and then went, oh! It's like, you guys ever watch One Head, where like when someone gets triggered, she goes, Ree! That's basically what happened. I said that I didn't like Wonder Woman, all of a sudden, Ree! Oh, you didn't like Wonder Woman? Why? That's what they did. They didn't even care to hear what exactly I thought. I even said, look here, I don't hate this movie, but it's not as good as everyone was saying it is. And it's not. I'm surprised that we are giving this movie a pass for its climax that is basically the same climax as Batman v Superman. It's nearly identical. There's some differences here and there, but it's identical. Two powerful beings whose power level we do not know are fighting and clashing, and they seem to not even be hurt by the hits that they're throwing at each other. So yeah, I didn't like the fact that she resolves it all by the power of love. Yeah, I'll be making that review sometime soon. I'm gonna wait for Wonder Woman to come out on DVD, and I'm going to do not nostalgia critic-like review, but basically I'm going to delve into the entirety of the film, because that's the best way to really critique it. I need to explore every single beat as to why I felt like it was hollow. Not to say that there wasn't something good in there, though. I love Steve Trevor. I loved his relationship with Diana. I thought Diana, Wonder Woman, was great. Gal Gadot is really good in the role. God, people, I don't hate the movie. I just don't think it's that great. And hell, it's not like I just sucked Marvel's dick this year too. I've been pretty hard on Marvel this year. I was very hard on Guardians of the Galaxy, a movie I enjoyed, and I completely destroyed Iron Fist, and I didn't like The Defenders. So you can't even say I'm a Marvel fanboy, because I'm not jumping on one side. I critique both of these studios fairly. And I saw somebody put in the comments saying that, oh, you've become one of those soulless critics. And I'm like, no, if I was a soulless critic, then I wouldn't be honest with you. I would just be saying what you want me to say. Yeah, Spider-Man's awesome. Wonder Woman's awesome. 10 out of 10. IGN. That's what a soulless critic is. Someone that just follows what everyone else is saying, but doesn't have an opinion of their own. And if that's what people want, I mean, there are plenty of guys out there that can cater to you there. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be upfront and honest. So let's hope Thor Ragnarok is great. I'm crossing my fingers. I feel like it's just going to be another Guardians of the Galaxy. It will be fun, but it's not going to be great. You know what I'm saying? I don't why you don't have millions of subscribers yet. Could be because my voice is annoying. Tony, ain't gonna suck nobody's dick. Why you gotta bring penises into the discussion? No one said anything about penises. You brought it up. Tony, at least Annabelle 2 is better than the first. Technically, that's a prequel to Annabelle, so it's Annabelle 0.5. I mean, to say that it's better than the first, in my opinion, isn't really saying anything because the first one was so bad. And sure, are there better things about Annabelle Creation? Yeah, there were some actual genuine scares, but it's, in my opinion, still not a good movie. It still relies on many cheap jump scares and cheap cheap tricks in the horror movie genre. Let's see. I asked you at the meetup, Tony, when will you review JoJo? I don't know. I still have it though, because Sloan sent me JoJo, so I gotta get to that soon. So Annabelle Creation is a prequel of a prequel? Yeah. Wrap your brain around that, huh? A prequel to something that was already a prequel. Tony, have you seen the reboot of DuckTales? No, but I actually want to, because I saw the Nostalgia Critics review of the first episode of DuckTales, and I think that all the points he brought up were great points. Like I almost agreed with them that if you're going to reboot an old franchise, the way that they approached it was the way you have to do it. You still have to be your own thing while also acknowledging, like, making some references to the past, but be your own thing. You got to be clever, you got to be creative, and apparently the show lives up to that. And I'm excited. That sounds like something I would love to watch. You know, if it keeps the trend of how good TV shows have been on Disney XD, then I'm going to be excited, because, you know, I loved Gravity Falls. I really like a certain one that B. Chuck brought up, and I can't wait to finish it because I haven't watched it in a while and I miss it. What else am I forgetting? There's some other Disney XD shows I liked. It'll come to me, but basically, I think Disney XD is pretty good. It's a pretty good channel. It's definitely better. It's definitely better than the Disney Channel, which has just become a bunch of live action shows, and I don't like that. Any films you think look interesting in October? What comes out in October? I guess I'll have to maybe look it up then. 2007 in film. Let's see what comes out in 2000. Boom. Hold up, I'm just looking what comes out. Nope. All right, October. Let's go all the way to October, baby. June, July, August, September, October. Here we go. Okay, so Blade Runner comes out in October. I'm looking forward to that. The Mountain Between Us, which I think is an interesting concept. So basically, The Mountain Between Us is about these two strangers who crash land on a mountain, and now they have to work together in order to survive, because they have no cell phone reception, and the only way they're going to get out is if they actually trek down this dangerous mountain. So I'm excited to see that. It looks like it's going to be a really intense movie. I wonder if there's going to be a twist, though. That's the thing I'm curious about. There's a movie called The Florida Project. What the hell is that? The Foreigner. Ooh, The Foreigner. The Foreigner is the new Jackie Chan action movie, which is a much darker Jackie Chan movie. Usually when you think of Jackie Chan, you think of like, oh, silly slapstick action. But no, this is like Jet Li levels of action. Darker, grittier. Is it rated R? I wonder if it's rated R. I've never seen Jackie Chan in a rated R film, that's why. So that'd be crazy. Maybe it's PG-13. Did it get a rating yet? I don't know. But it is crazy to see Jackie Chan in like a serious action movie. That'd be exciting. That's gonna be exciting. Oh God, I gotta scroll down again. Fuck. June, July, August, September. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, The Foreigner, Marshall. Oh, it's the Thurgood Marshall. It's the biopic of Thurgood Marshall, the first ever Black Supreme Court judge, which should be interesting. And I don't know what is up with Chadwick Boseman and playing iconic Black individuals, iconic Black figures. Like seriously, he did Jackie Robinson, then he did Jackie Brown, James Brown, and here he is. He's gonna do Thurgood Marshall. I feel like he just has like a checklist of like, okay, What black figure should I play next? Oh, I can't do Martin Luther King because it's been done already. Oh, Thurgood. I'll do Thurgood. I feel like he's just gonna go down. Maybe these are all the people that he respected when he was like growing up, and now he gets to emulate them, which I think would be a fascinating story. Let's see. Breathe. No idea what Breathe is, but apparently it's directed by Andy Serkis. That's crazy. I'm probably gonna have to watch that now. Goodbye, Christopher Robin. No idea what that is. Gnome Alone. No. Nope. The Snowman. The fuck? I've not. Geostorm. Geostorm comes out in October. That shitty disaster movie with the terrible effects. Only the Brave. Boo 2. A Medea Hollow. Oh my god, he made a second one? I mean, I guess the first one did so well, so I guess why not, right? Same kind of different as me? What? Leatherface. I'm guessing that's... Oh, I know what I'm looking forward to. I want to see Jigsaw. Many of you may know this. I'm actually a huge fan of the Saw franchise. And I was so heartbroken when the final chapter came out. Not because it ended, but because of how bad the final chapter was. I mean, you talk about horrendous. That is a terrible way to conclude your series. It was an insult. It was a spin in the face, and I hated it. Are you going to watch the new It movie? If I have the time and the money to do so, I will definitely watch it. I know many of you want me to see it, so I'll probably have to. Breathe is the Andrew Garfield movie that is like the theory of everything with Andrew Garfield being paralyzed. Give me an Oscar. Give me an Oscar. That's what it sounds like to me. It's just screaming Oscar bait. Is Wish Upon bullshit? It's from the director of Annabelle, the first Annabelle. October also has the My Little Pony movie. Yeah, I know that the My Little Pony movie comes out that month too. I didn't mention it because I'm not a fan of My Little Pony. I'm not a brony, if you will. Guys, I don't hate bronies. I don't hate the show. I gave it a chance. I watched the first 2 episodes. It wasn't for me. I just couldn't get through it. It looks nice. It's pretty. The animation's great. But it doesn't appeal to me. Now, if it appeals to you, that's totally fine. I don't really, totally fine. That's fine by me, You do you, bro. But for me, I'm not a brony. I never have been, never will be, never liked it. Twilight Sparkle is pretty horse. And I like that Tara Strong voices her. I love Tara Strong. She's a strong female voice actress. Time to burn the comments. What? Burn the comments? What? Well, because I said I'm not a fan of My Little Pony? Really? We're going to start a shitstorm for that? Are you an artist? I am an artist. I'm just not a good artist. I'm kind of like, I don't mean to compare myself to this guy because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so great. But I compare it in the same sense of what he ended up doing. Walt Disney. A lot of people misconstrue the fact that Walt Disney was not an artist. He was. He could draw. It's just that he wasn't a good artist, or he didn't think he was a competent enough artist. He didn't think that his drawings were that great. So he found people who were better artists to do the animations and do the drawings. But it was his original ideas. I'm the same way. I can draw, but I'm not that good of a drawer. There are other people like Ben Tuttle who can draw better than me. I mean, I could draw BCG Rumble if I wanted to, but it wouldn't be good. It would not be good whatsoever. Like Ben is like up here, and I'm way over here. Way over here. He's like all the way up there. And then little old me. Hi, Tony. Nico. This is for you. Thank you, Nico-chan. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Do you think yanderes are real? I think every day is real to a certain degree. I just in anime, I just feel like they're over exaggerated to a high degree because A yandere is basically somebody that is so infatuated by someone else that they go through extreme means to make sure that nobody gets close to them and that they're the only ones that can be together. There are people that crazy that would like kidnap someone else just because they love them that much and would kill somebody for love. It happens. There are many cases in this world where someone out of love, like, okay, take Phil Hartman, for example. Phil Hartman was a profound comedic actor, great voice actor. His wife, though, was psychotic as fuck. She was extremely jealous, and she didn't like anyone spending time with her husband. To the point where she actually murdered her husband in his sleep, shot him in the head. That's a real life yandere. Are you still going to review Samurai Jack? Maybe. If I gotta find the time, Tyrannic Meteor. I have to find the time. Because right now I'm trying to find a job because I need money. I got no money. So, one thing, I guess I'll make a video soon talking about like, hey, you can support the Black Critic Guy by going to my BCG store, maybe purchasing a shirt, or if they're too expensive, maybe you could just donate to my Patreon account. $1 would make a difference. Like, honestly, if 500 people from this channel, I mean, I get videos that make 15,000 views. If I could get all those people to donate just $1, just $1, it would make all the difference. Like, I could make this my job at that point in time. So that would be exciting. That way I wouldn't have to stress about making some money and I could just focus on making the videos. Because if there's one thing that really stifles the creativity on my channel or the prevalency of making videos on this channel, it's money. Because I got to pay my rent, I got to pay my power and stuff, and I got to figure out how to do all this. So it is exhausting. Are you excited for Kingsman: The Golden Circle? I'm as excited as it gets. I won't say I'm uber excited because I wasn't the biggest fan of Kingsman. I liked Kingsman a lot. It's a fun movie. Was it the best? Like, a lot of people praise it as one of the best comic book movies. And I'm like, no, it's a fun comic book movie. It's one of the funnest comic book movies, definitely. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I am excited to see it because it does look like a whole lot of fun. And that's honestly all I expect it to be. I just want it to be a whole lot of fun. If it's a whole lot of fun, it's already got an A+ in my book. And I like the idea of the Statesman. I'm excited for that. It's basically the American branch or the American equivalent to the Kingsman. That's pretty cool. Although I'm wondering if they're the villains or are they teaming up with them? Like, I don't know what it is because it's so vague exactly what the Statesmen are going to be. I guess maybe they describe it in like some type of premise somewhere, a synopsis out there. I don't want to spoil it because I think that they are the main antagonists and I think it's fascinating. I mean, there is that one scene where Channing Tatum, I think he was fighting Eggsy and Mark Strong. I don't know. I think that was him. Tony, you should focus more on YouTube and make YouTube a career. I would love to do that, but I don't make enough money off of YouTube. And, you know, a lot of my subscribers are very young, so they don't have their own money they don't have their own money. They have to depend on their parents, so they can't support me at the same level too. So yeah, I mean, I would love to make YouTube my career. I would love to just make videos as my career. That's awesome to me. But I just got to be realistic and, you know, realistically, I need to find a job to make more money. What are your thoughts on the new YouTube outlet? I hate it. I'm mixed about it. Or he meant the layout. I'm mixed about it. There are some things I like about it where it just I feel like it's more cleaner and it gives me an option to make my screen night mode, which I really like. I think that's great because I don't like white. It's too blaring in my eye. When it's night mode, it's much easier on the eyes. It's much easier to watch and read comments and all that stuff. But it is a bit jarring because one of the things that they changed is the fact that I don't have a little tab that lets me just click on subscriptions. I got to open another tab in order to go to my subscriptions, which I find very annoying. I like the fact that you could either go to the channel or you could go to the creator studio, which is fascinating. That way I could just, if I don't want to go to the creator studio, I just go to my channel and see what it looks like. The old way, you could only go to the creator studio, then you could go to your channel. But I think whenever YouTube changes things, there's always a knee-jerk reaction to it. Remember when they changed the comment system and everybody was crying about that? Like, oh my God, look what they did in the comment section. Even I hated the new comment section, or the whole comment system. It was just so jarring. But that's what change in its entirety is. It's jarring because it's different, and we got to get used to it. We got to now adapt, assimilate to the change. And that's always gonna suck. Let's see. All right. Any other favorite movie reviewer? Well, I used to really like. Well, I guess not used to. I still like Jeremy Jahns a lot. I still would say he's my favorite movie reviewer. But I don't watch a lot of movie reviewers anymore. I will say another one that I'm enjoying more recently is Ralph the Movie Maker. I've heard about him for the longest of times, but I never watched his channel. I don't know why. I just never did. But I really enjoy his videos. They're funny. They're humorous. He got me addicted to the They Got Tea. In fact, if you watched my summer movie season 2017 sucked video, you'll see that scene that he mentions a lot in his videos where, well, it ain't no easy grab. They got tea. That was actually a little callback to Ralph the Movie Maker. I got that clip from him. Let's see. You always go to your channel. It was on the left. What are you talking about, Jay? What are you talking about, Jay? What are you talking about, Jay? Real School. Oh, yes, I do love Real School, too. Thanks for reminding. Oh, it's a good thing Michael's not watching this right now. You're like, what the fuck, Tony? I thought you loved me. Your favorite and least favorite movie of the year so far? My favorite movie of the year so far? I really liked Get Out. It might be the best movie of the year so far. Get Out is really good. I really enjoyed the Lego Batman movie. In fact, February was a good month for 2017. It's the best movie month I've seen so far. All the other months have been kind of okay, decent, and there's some good ones here and there, but February was like on point, like back to back good movies. Let's see. Are you excited for the Bumblebee movie that's not directed by Michael Bay? No, because I do not like Bumblebee. I never understood why people love Bumblebee. I mean, he's a fun character, don't get me wrong, but is he the best? Absolutely not. I would choose Optimus Prime any day over Bumblebee. And everyone's like, oh, but Bumblebee is so fun. He's so energetic. I'm like, yeah, but I guess another problem, like, I don't like the fact that he doesn't talk. I feel like if he talked more, I might like him a little bit more, but I don't. I'm sorry. I know that's a controversial opinion, but I just not a huge fan of Bumblebee. Let's see. Get in or get out. Awesome points for you if you get the reference. If you get that reference. I feel like I know that reference, but I don't know where it's from. So I'm just gonna chalk this up to, yeah, I have no idea what that reference is. Let's see. I saw a good question. What do you think about DIC Entertainment? I think they should reopen the studio. DIC what? Deke? Them? Dude, that was like 90s, early 2000s, man. What's your new address to send cards, gifts, and other paraphernalia? I'm still working on getting a post P.O. box. Once I figure it out, guys, I promise you I will get it. And I'll let you guys know. You're going to be the first to find out. If there was a cartoon series you wanted to continue, what series would it be? I wish CN gave Galactic K&D a chance. That's one of them. I would have loved to see a Galactic Kids Next Door. I think that would have been a great idea. But no, they never did it. And I don't know why. Why? Fuck you. That's why they didn't do it. Fuck you. Let's see. Thoughts on Once Upon a Time. it's interesting you bring that up, Clint. This girl I really like, her name is Lainey. She actually got me into Once Upon a Time because she's an uber fan of it, and she has this huge love for Emma Swan and Captain Hook. She's a big Captain Swan girl, is what they call them. And I watch the show, and I actually enjoy it. It's a fun show. The problem, or I guess not, I guess I don't really have a major problem. There's just some silly moments, but some of the silly moments make for some of the best scenes. One of my favorite scenes in the second season is where Emma gets like taken or is being attacked by somebody, and Snow White sees this, and the actress, God bless her. So she's running down and she says this no in the most cheesiest way, not even intimidating or not like even worried. It's like, no kind of thing. And it's hilarious. Oh, hold on. My mom's calling me. Yes, mother? Hello? Okay, well, I'm in a live chat right now, so well, just call me when you get here, and then I'll tell my subscribers that I need to help you guys bring stuff in, and then I'll do my live chat. All right, peace. All right, sorry about that. So my mom is coming back from the grocery store, so when she gets here, I'm gonna have to help her bring the groceries in, and then I'll come back and finish the live chat. But till then, let's answer some questions here. Let's see. Have you seen Ralph the Movie Maker's film The High and King Candy? Are you excited for Lover if you have heard of it? I heard of Lover. I know he's making that film. I've never seen The High and King Candy. So, Tony, are you agnostic? No, I'm not agnostic. I'm more of, I fall under the atheist realm because I'm not agnostic in the sense that I don't know whether or not God doesn't exist. I clearly don't believe him. I don't think he does. But that's neither here nor there. Let's not get into that topic. Let's see. Who's of African descent? Your mother or father, BCG? My father's black. So what is the current time in Guam? It's 10:40 here. Well, it's 12:42 in the afternoon here. Payless or American Grocery? You could tell this guy was from Guam. Neither. She gets her food at the commissary in Anderson Air Force Base. Thoughts on Castlevania and Voltron Season 3? Castlevania is promising. I'm a bit perplexed though. Why the hell did we only get 4 episodes? I guess it's like the build-ups. Like it feels more like the prologue rather than a full season. It's the prologue leading into the full season, which is still, in my opinion, very upsetting because it was so good. I liked it a lot. The animation's a bit wonky at times, but the story's compelling. The action scenes were fun. And I like this idea of a Belmont teaming up with a vampire to take down Dracula. That's exciting. I can't wait to see that. As for Voltron Season 3, I haven't seen it yet. I might watch it this week. Or, I might watch it this month and get that out of the way and then get back to my reviews. Let's see. Tonight on BCG live chat, Tony talks money, politics, and religion. I don't like talking about either of those or any of those things, but if it is asked of me, I will answer it to the best of my ability. You like waffles or pancakes? I prefer waffles. I think waffles are just more fascinating. What are your thoughts on Chris Stuckman? I'm not a fan of Chris. In fact, recently I unsubscribed to him. I don't know why I didn't do it a long time ago. I should have unsubscribed to him like 5 years ago, but I didn't. I guess I just said if I just ignore him, then I won't be bothered by him. But now I'm just saying to myself, why am I even subscribed to a guy that I don't really support? So I just unsubscribed. Now, do I hate Chris Stuckman? No, I don't. If people like Chris Stuckman, that's totally fine. I'm not trying to start no like freaking critic wars. Chris Stuckman does well on his he does well as a reviewer. He has charm and flair that people find interesting, and his insightful opinions, people really like and they agree with, and they like what he presents. And I praise his success. I'm glad that he succeeded. Good for him. Anyway, moving on. Thoughts on War for the Planet of the Apes? Yeah, War for the Planet of the Apes. What a fucking terrible movie, am I right? I'm just kidding. It's not a bad movie. It's a mediocre movie. Where do I start? A lot of people were like complaining to me, like, really, Tony? You're gonna not like the movie because the title was misleading? Yeah. That's false advertising right there. That's fucked. Like, you would not. I always get lost in my thoughts. You would complain if, like, you were outside of a store and it said free cereal upon entry, and when you went in, it's like, oh, sorry, we only have oatmeal. And you're just like, well, that's fucking misleading. You told me free cereal. All you have is free oatmeal? Now, you could eat the oatmeal, and you might even like the oatmeal, but it wasn't what you were looking for. You're going to be upset. So when it says War for the Planet of the Apes, I thought, okay, big action set pieces. We're going to have, like the trailers look like it was going to be like this infantry mission. The monkeys are, like, climbing on the ropes, sneaking their way into the base so that they could take out the leader. That's what I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was, oh, they're climbing to escape from a prison. It's Prison Break with apes. That's what the movie is. It's not the War for the Planet of the Apes. There's only one war that happens, and it's between humans. That's upsetting. Why are we so willing to give this a pass? If Michael Bay did this movie and called it War for the Transformers and there was no war, we would have been blasting his ass for it. But no, because it's the Planet of the Apes franchise and they've been good so far, we have to give this one a pass, guys, because it's still a good movie. I'm sorry. I agree. It's a fine movie. It's not a great movie. Like the other two, I can honestly say are great films. They're challenging. They're thought-provoking. It makes you it really challenges whether or not you want to be on the ape side or the human side, because you want them to coexist. But one side clearly wants the other side to die, and that's they vilify the humans a lot. I think that's one of the biggest problems I had with all the movies, is that the humans are always vilified. They're complete assholes, especially in the second and the third films. Not in the third film, they completely rejected the notion of a good human character. There wasn't one good person in War for the Planet of the Apes. Not one. Even that one guy that's like the one cowering and stuff, he's a complete douchebag. And I don't know why he gets special privilege. It's not like he was some guy, like some special fighter or something. He just happened to survive the attack. He just happened to survive the ape attack at the beginning of the film. That's the only reason I guess he gets any screen time. Let's see. Tony, will Transformers movies be good without Michael Bay? I'm kind of just burnt out with Transformers. I don't want to see another Transformers movie. I'm bored with it. It could be good. Maybe they'll take it in a different direction. But the thing is that the franchise has been tarnished so badly, I can't even see it recovering, at least not in the next 5 years. It needs to have a huge overhaul. Like, give it at least 2 decades and then revisit it. Maybe then it might be good. Did you know that Romeo and Juliet 2 is coming in March? Yeah, I know. And it's not even about Romeo and Juliet. It's a different Shakespearean play that they're focusing on. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Flapjack from CN and LT Gray from Nick? I hated Flapjack. I hated the show. I hated the character. It looked ugly. And I don't understand. Like, I get that it was trying to be different, but shit, Gumball was trying to be different, and at least it was aesthetically pleasing. The Misadventures of Flapjack is like, oh, it's like puke put on screen. And Flapjack is hands down the most annoying character since Fred Fredburger. That was his go-to thing. And it was, it's like, nails on a chalkboard. As for LT Gray, that's one of the most underrated shows that has ever came out. And I was so heartbroken when it only lasted one season. It was so good. The style of the show was different. It was refreshing to see a new animation style on screen. I like the idea of El Tigre having to choose between an evil grandfather and a heroic father. I think that's interesting. But no, they canceled it before it had any opportunity to be great. Oh well, that's just the world we live in, I guess. Fred Burger. I like nachos and frozen yogurts. Yes. Remember back in the day when Fred Burger was actually the mascot for Cartoon Network? Literally, I'm not even kidding. He was the mascot for Cartoon Network for 4 years. Because after that one episode where Grimm is on the trial, it's like the Keeper of the Reaper, which, by the way, is a great episode. And Fred Burger was pretty funny in that episode. The problem is that they kept going back to him and resorting to the same old shtick, and it got really old because it's like, my name is Fred Burger. Yes, I like hot dogs. Yes, and I like frozen yogurt and I like food. Yes, and that's all they did with him. They didn't do anything different. And whenever he would show up again in other episodes, I feel like he would have worked best in that one episode, just that one Keeper of the Reaper. If that was the only time we ever saw Fred Burger, would have been fine because he was funny in that episode. Then they just kept resorting to him, and he got more annoying to the point where his character was a shell of its former self. Where the first Fred Burger had some wit to him and it was kind of humorous, this new Fred Burger was just painfully annoying. Dan, you kind of sound like him. I know. I model myself after Fred Burger. He's my idol. What's the most creepiest anime character? Creepiest? Creepy in what way? Like scary or creepy as in disgusting? Like specify or try to be more specific with that. Are you going to review Game of Thrones? I mean, I did review it before, but I don't think I'm going to review it ever again. I'm just going to basically share my thoughts on the series. And this season has been, what an underwhelming season it was. It really, I hear so many people saying, why are you saying that it was an underwhelming season? It was epic. I'm like, did you see the other seasons? The other seasons were great. This season, what the hell were they thinking? Would you slap a tsundere in the face? I would never slap a girl in the face. Unless she was trying to kill me. Season 7 was trash. See, I wouldn't go far to say that it was trash. It wasn't at the same level of quality as the previous 6 seasons, which were really good. And it's upsetting to see it devolve into a very predictable fantasy series, because it wasn't like your typical fantasy show. It wasn't like Lord of the Rings, and it's become very much like Lord of the Rings. In fact, I was on Twitter a couple days ago and somebody said like Game of Thrones has literally now become Lord of the Rings. They Lord of the Ringsified Game of Thrones, which is what we weren't trying to go for. Go watch season 2 of Loud House, and will you make a review on it when the season is done? I've actually watched a few episodes of season 2 of The Loud House. Fantastic series. Each time I see it, I get more and more impressed. I love it even more now than I did when I saw the first season. That one episode where we find out that Luna is bisexual, well done. And they didn't try to make it a huge point. It's like, yeah, she's bisexual. That's it. That's all you need to know. You don't need to make a big deal out of it. It was a nice twist. It was a nice twist there. Although, in my humble opinion, it is kind of an obvious twist, because when they're talking about the people that they like, why was Luna the only one that had 2 people? So I'm just saying. How did they screw up Tupac Shakur and All Eyes on Me? The way that they portrayed Tupac in this film, it's almost like it's multiple types of Tupac. You got Tupac the gangster. You got Tupac the poet. Tupac the vigilante. Tupac the the family man, and they didn't know exactly how they wanted to portray him until like the very end, where they made him seem like this kind of like god figure that was killed way too. Like it was so laughable. The final scene of the movie because he gets shot. They pull into a parking lot. They lay him on the ground. And you hear the somber music playing, and I was just like, really, we're trying to. It's almost like they try to make him seem like this religious figure. Oh my God, he died too soon. Almost like it kind of felt like they were trying to portray him as like Jesus in a sense. I don't know how to perfectly describe it. Hold on. Yes, mother. Okay, let me tell them we'll be right back. Okay. All right, love you. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go help them bring the stuff in. So give me about 5 minutes and I'll be done. So just grab that. All right, be right back. Oh my God, it's hot. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Woo, burning. Okay. All right, guys, back with questions. I'm back, so ask away, please. I'm gonna end this at 2, by the way, so it's gonna be another 2-hour one. So, let's see, Tony, what do you think of a fantasy RPG like Elder Scrolls would make a good film? I personally do. It's gonna be a video game movie, so no, I don't have faith that that's gonna be a good film because you know how they treat freaking video game movies like shit. Here's Tony. Let's see. Your bro, it's your friend. Yo, bro, it's your friend. No, I don't get that. Let's see. Do you read webtoons because they are some that could qualify for anime like Nobilis and Unordinary? What? I don't get that question. Do you have a Nintendo Switch? No, but I want to get one so badly because freaking Super Mario Odyssey comes out in like what 2 months now. So all I gotta do is find a job so I can make some extra money, or maybe maybe somebody can send me a Nintendo Switch, because you guys love me, right? You guys love me so much, you could just send me a Nintendo Switch, right? Right? Yeah, I'm just kidding. What about a best karma moment in anime, not the character? Oh, he means. Oh, you mean like not Kamina? I get that it's not Kamina. You said karma, not Kamina. Best karma moment. I mean, it's really hard to top the poetic justice of Makoto getting stabbed and killed. Like, that's karma coming back to bite you in a hard ass way. But let's see. What's another show that has I'm trying to think of another anime that deals with karma a lot too. I guess also Death Note is a good example of karma because what goes around comes around. He tried to think he was a god, and then he was put in his place and kind of left to die alone. So that's, I guess, kind of karmatic. I don't know. Let's see. Thoughts on the Inhumans TV series? Doesn't look interesting to me. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Kat, Comic Uno, and Jay do their live show talking about the first 2 episodes. I'm excited to see that because apparently they don't like it at all. And I love me a good rant. It's every day, bro. With the really, it's every day, bro. With the Disney Channel flow. Well, okay, Jake Paul, you want to calm down? Tony, do you hate it when someone always has something negative and trashy towards a certain movie, game, anime, etc., but never have anything good to say about it and are just verbally abusing it? Yeah, I do hate it because I personally think that most movies, anime, games, most of them do have some good qualities to them. Even some of the worst films ever made have some good qualities to them. As much as the Transformers films are bad, you can't deny that the visual effects are solid. That's a positive thing that you could say about it. Honestly, the only positive thing you could say about it. With Death Note 2017, yeah, it's a bad movie, but hey, the first 10 minutes were pretty good. I like the way that Ryuk look. And that's it. But everything has, I feel like everything has some sort of positive to them if you're really willing to look into it. Let's see. Do you like Wonder Woman? I mean, I don't hate her, but it's okay. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say I like her. I enjoy her. So Green has positives? It does, actually, yes. Actually, wait a minute. Yes, it does. I remember I stated in my video I like the purple-haired girl. And had she been the main love interest, I think the anime would have worked because I felt like the purple-haired girl had better chemistry with the main character, who I believe his name was Yusuke. moments between those two characters were fine. They weren't the greatest, but at least it was entertaining. It gave me something to like. So yeah, Green has some positives too. Hell, even Chaos had some positives. That one girl, the badass chick, the tall one, I liked her a lot. You can name any bad anime, and I could tell you at least one thing that I found positive about it. Let's see. Why is my phone going off? Shut up. Okay. Thoughts on It Comes at Night. Like I said in the video talking about the summer movie season, it had a great premise, but it had terrible execution. Like the payoff at the end was just so blah. So Aiken is funny. It's funny. It's unintentionally funny, but hey, at least it's funny. You know, it could have been the most painful experience in my life, but at least I was kind of just laughing at the ludicrous nature of the show. So it is funny in an outrageous way. And there were those, like, there was that one moment of genuine hilarity, like they actually were trying to make it funny, where everything kicks into slow motion and like boobs are flying in the air. I'm like, that's kind of funny. Let's see. What's your favorite and least favorite SpongeBob episodes? Damn, dude, you're making me go all the way back. I have to think all the way back to like the early 2000s for that. I really like the Wormy episode, because the Wormy episode was just so well executed. It's funny and how everyone thought it was a monster. That the live action shot of like the bug is so hilarious, because they like look so close and, like, and they're like, woo! They thought that thing killed Wormy. They thought that thing killed Wormy. They don't know about metamorphosis. And then the best part is everyone's hiding for this monster. The whole town is getting destroyed because there's a butterfly in the sea. And then at the end of the episode, Sandy comes back, sees that the city is in ruins, sees the butterfly. Is like, oh, hey, Wormy, what you doing outside? And she puts it in a bottle. And then everyone comes out and like cheers her on, like, Sandy's our hero. And she's like, wow, I didn't think I was going to be missed this much. That was priceless. I love that. So what? It's literally one of the classic SpongeBob episodes. Great writing, great delivery, great character interactions. It's just perfect. Code Geass or Death Note? Ooh, that's hard. I'm gonna have to say Code Geass, because the second half of Code Geass, the second season, was still good. In fact, you could argue that the second season is better than the first season. The problem with Death Note is that everyone agrees that the second half of Death Note really, really dips in quality. When Nier and Mello show up, everybody goes, oh, not Nier and Mello, because nobody likes Nier and Mello. No one even likes the fact that Nier and Mello are the ones to take down Light. It should have been L. Favorite Chamorro food? Red rice. Love red rice. Chamorros make the best red rice in the world. Also, Chamorro barbecue is really good too. It's delicious. It's better than American barbecue. Do you like Oreo churros? I tried them, but they weren't that. I guess I tried the one at a movie theater, so I guess maybe those don't really count. I should try one at like a festival or something. Have you seen any recent SpongeBob episodes? I've kind of grown out of SpongeBob. I still love SpongeBob. I love the classic episodes of SpongeBob, but the new seasons of SpongeBob, I'm just not, it's not really made for me. It's not really geared towards me. And considering that Steven Hildenberg left as the showrunner for SpongeBob, there's no reason for me to really stick around. It's become basically a zombie. It's the Supernatural of NewTube. I was gonna say NewTube. It's the Supernatural of Nickelodeon. It just is a series that keeps on trucking and has no clear end in sight. It'll keep going until the end. Is Dunkirk a 0 out of 5? I hope that question's a joke. Are you trolling? Because it's not even close to a 0. And I remember answering a question like that in the video. And I said that it is not a 0 out of 5. Where are you even getting that? Did I yell to the top of my lungs when I was talking about Dunkirk about how it's a bad movie? I said that it's a soulless film. That's all I said. I guess I should have said that it was a technically sound film that's just soulless, but I guess I was so focused on the fact that, yeah, everyone's saying how great it is, but I feel like it's heavily lacking. Whereas I feel like other Christopher Nolan films had a lot more soul to them. There were actual characters in those movies, people we could get attached to. This is it's so event-centric that it loses sight of what we should. Damn it, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this right. It loses sight of the point. War is hell, and war should be shown as hell, and we should be seeing these people suffering through these terrible situations. But the thing is, we don't care about the people, and it's so focused on action set pieces and intense scenes that it clearly doesn't even think about, war is terrible. I guess you could say, in the context of it all and the way that some characters act, war is terrible. But I mean, it just feels like it was trying to just get from one action set piece to the next. Whereas most war films, I personally think, weren't even about the action set pieces. The action was secondary to what was the main point, which is about the characters, about the people going through the war. And the thing is, Dunkirk is all about the event and less about the people, which is a damn shame because the people are the most important part. The Battle of Dunkirk isn't the most important part. It's the people living through and dealing with the Battle of Dunkirk that should matter. They should be at the center of it all. Get Out, overrated. I mean, that's just your opinion, man. And you're totally entitled to having that opinion. Do I agree? No. Am I gonna chastise you for it? Nah. I don't really care. If you don't like it, that's totally fine. Why don't you have a bullshit month playlist on your channel? Also, speaking of which, would you ever make an opening specifically for bullshit month? Actually, that's a good question, Neon Wave. I never gave that much thought. I've only said, you know what? When it's bullshit month, you'll know it's bullshit month. But if people really want me to do an opening for bullshit month, like a special opening where it's just like me destroying things, I see it in the same way as Nostalgia Ween, where Nostalgia Ween does not have a specific opening. It's just a different opening every year. That's the same thing for me. It's just a different opening every year. I like to challenge myself. So, let's see. What do you honestly think of Disney movie Aristocats? Well, super Disney fan, I have no problem with the Aristocats. I understand why many people regarded it as one of the weaker Disney animated films, because there's not much of a conflict in Aristocats. Yes, there's the butler and all of that stuff, but not much of a conflict there. And following cats, just not interesting. Like, I would rather watch Oliver and Company rather than Aristocats, because it's just far more entertaining, even though the main character of Oliver and Company is the cat Oliver. So I guess I'm a hypocrite. BCG, what's the worst scene in an anime you saw this year? When fucking Captain Pussycock walks away from that girl who fell flat on her face. No, it's General Pussycock. There you go. When General Pussycock sees a girl fall on her face and just continues walking, doesn't even bother to help her. Just... That's the worst scene in an anime I've seen all year. Yeah, that's the worst scene, definitely. BCG, what is your favorite anime of the year so far? Ooh, it's a toss-up. It's between Scum's Wish and Tsukigakure, both of which I gave an epic masterpiece to. I might lean more towards Scum's Wish because it was willing to go down paths that I don't see a lot in anime. I mean, to actually show sexually aggressive high school students was refreshing, because most of them are so innocent and timid and shy and oh, sexy you. We don't like to show. You don't like to have sex and stuff. I actually like the fact that they had characters who are in high school that have sex because most teenagers. That's what teenagers do. You know, let's not beat around the bush like, oh, no, teenagers, they're wholesome people. No, teenagers are down and nasty. They don't know what the fuck. I remember being in high school a lot and hearing about somebody having sex with somebody else. You know, that is just part of the high school culture. Now, could you prevent it? Sure. You can try your best to say don't have sex until you're 18 or something like that, but they're going to do it. When you sexually mature, at that point, it's like there's no stopping it. It's going to happen. Let's see. Will you review Little Witch Academia? Yes. It just came out on Netflix. I hope to watch it. I'm excited to watch it because, you know, from the same studio that made Kill la Kill, it looks really cool. It looks really entertaining. I can't wait to see it. Do you like creepypastas? I like creepypastas to a certain degree, although they creep me out, as is the name. I mean, the Lost episode with Squidward is still one of the creepiest things I've ever heard. Abandoned by Disney is another scary one, where a guy literally goes into an abandoned theme park in Jamaica, goes into the back where the costumes are, and then a Mickey Mouse costume gets up and says, "Hey, watch what I can do." Rips his head off and like yellow pus comes dripping out. Holy shit, that's frightening, man. And then of course there's what's his face? It's one of the creepy face. He slashed his face off. I forget what it was. I forgot his name. That scared the shit out of me. Sonic EXE did not really scare me. I thought it was pretty funny. Although the fact that you can't escape it is pretty scary. There's another creepypasta that I really liked. What's that one about the door where the guy like keeps going through? No End Room. No End Room was scary too. Let's see. Mario or Sonic, which is better? I mean, I'm biased. I don't like Sonic games. I don't understand why they're so much fun. I like Mario games. They're simplistic and easy to get into. If BCG calls the MC of Akisora Cookbag McGee, what nickname would he give his twin sister Nami? Would it be Nasty and Mentally Ill? Get it? I get it because it's basically an acronym for her name. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I never even thought about giving her a name. What are your current? Why do you ask me what my current thought? I guess because I may have felt differently when I was a kid. But I guess what are my current thoughts on A Troll in Central Park? Looking back at it, it's not that good of a movie. I think the nostalgia critic really ruined that movie for me because I do remember. I think as a kid I liked that movie, but then he did the review on the movie, and I'm like, wow, this movie's terrible. This movie's awful. It's awful. But hey, at least he's being honest, right? Let's see. Smile Dog. Yeah, Smile Dog was great. In fact, I had a dream about Smile Dog last night. Oof. Creepy motherfucker. What's the first anime you ever watched? Right. Do your best over-exaggerated Bill Cosby impression. I don't know. I'm bored. Bill Cosby impression. I like the Jello pudding. Oh, I'm going with the frazzle dazzle and the boo the boo. That's the best I can do for Bill Cosby. I'm not. I need to really hear Bill Cosby in order to do an impression of him. It's been so long. Try to describe anime using SpongeBob quotes. I'll go first. Death Parade. Welcome to the Salty Splatoon. How tough are you? FNAF is what creepy, my friend. No, what's creepy is that statement. So many grammar errors. I like the Jello pudding. Let's see. What did you think when Emmer Postman, someone you were sub to on your old channel, died last month? Who's Emmer Prevos? You said I was subscribed to him? Who is he? Oh, I gotta look this guy up now. He died? Helsing 920. I was subscribed to this guy. He died? Wait, why was it? Why was I subscribed to this guy? How did he die? How'd you even know that he died? Let's see. RIP. Thank you for sharing yourself on YouTube. Rest in peace. Died on August 6, cause suffering surgical complications. We want you from our heart care for those above. Wow. Wow. That's heartbreak. That's heartbreaking. That's so sad. Wow. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, brother. Oh man. Now you made me sad, Stalking Fan. I'm sad now. You better make a great video soon. I always make great videos. I made a great video a couple hours ago, actually. Maybe you should watch it. What Disney movie that pissed you off to the point where you want to destroy your own things? I've never seen a Disney movie that made me that pissed. Because I've never seen Home on the Range. So maybe if I saw Home on the Range, maybe I might. Did you make a School Rumble BCG Chapter 2 because the first got removed? Oh, so the first one, I actually unlisted it because it can't be seen in America. I'm re-uploading it. It'll be out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you haven't seen the original, don't worry. It's on its way, and you guys can watch it to your heart's delight. Let's see. Do you listen to Logic? No. I've heard of Logic for a long time. I never watch, or I never listened to his music. I guess it never really appealed to me that much. But I know Logic is like blowing up now because he was on that Rick and Morty episode. Noob. His dick is more business than you too. Oh, I love Rick and Morty so much. I'm addicted. I honestly am addicted to Rick and Morty. All the people in the house say no too. Steven Hildenberg and the old writers came back to SpongeBob after the second movie. Wait, did they? I need citation needed. I need some evidence for this, Alberto. I need some evidence. Let's see. What upcoming movie do you want to watch the most? I am really excited to see the new Star Wars. I mean, I can't help but be excited by it. I loved Episode 7. It's my favorite in the franchise so far. But what else? I actually am excited to see Thor Ragnarok and the Justice League movie. I am looking forward to the Justice League movie. Just because you guys think I fucking hate DC movies, I do not. I actually root for them, and it looks like this one's going to be a whole lot of fun. And, Joss Whedon is kind of guiding the post-production of the film, so that's exciting to know. Although Joss Whedon is in some deep shit right now because of the allegations of him cheating on his wife. So what about Incredibles 2? I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. I mean, I'm not as in love with the first Incredibles as everyone else is. I thought it was a fun movie. Definitely one of Pixar's best. I won't say it is the best, but one of Pixar's best. An Aquaman movie is coming next year. See, I'm more excited to see the Aquaman movie because I love my boy James Wan, man. My boy James Wan. Love that guy. There was justice for Joss Whedon's wife, but she is out of the way, or way out of his league. That's what I was trying to do. North Korea wants to shoot Guam Islands. Islands? There's only one Guam Island, buddy. Only one Guam Island. Death Note the movie is better than Get Out. Oh yeah, that's nice to know, Tyrannic Meteor. Though. Have fun in timeout. All right. What is your Disney guilty pleasure movie? Guilty pleasure movie. I actually like Pocahontas. I know people really hate it for its historical inaccuracies and just the story is not that good. But I like it. It's a guilty pleasure for me. I like the music still. I kind of dug the romance with Pocahontas and John Smith. Is it historically accurate? No. It's totally wrong, but it was cute. I like it. It's a bastardization of the real story, but as long as we treat it as a fantasy, like it's not based on reality, then I'm okay with it. When we start saying that that's what reality is, then that's where I have a problem. Thoughts on the non-stop and constant backlash and hate Angry Joe is getting. Whoops. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, man. Oh, baby, it's Ripple. Where'd it go? It disappeared. Whoops. Kung Fu Panda 3 is not an underrated film. People loved Kung Fu Panda. I think I'm the only person I know that did not like Kung Fu Panda 3. And actually, I'm going to be doing a whole video about why I didn't like it. Excited for Inside Out 2. Are they making an Inside Out? Are they making an Inside Out 2? That's exciting, actually. What a coincidence. I was just marathoning your videos. Well, thank you, Sky. I appreciate that. Are you enjoying them? Sorry, a few grammar mistakes, Tony. What do you think about Sony Pictures Animations films? I mean, they're harmless, honestly. They're harmless. They don't really stand out as being great, but they're harmless. There's some bit of fun, you know. Do you listen to rap? Of course I listen to rap. I love rap. Rap's my second favorite genre. So oh man, so tired. Oh. Actually, you know what? Now that I have you guys here, I'm gonna do this real quick. Hold on. Let us see. Come with me, and you'll be. Okay, this one. Get out of the way. All right, this one. This one. Where's that other one? Here, the bridge. Is this the second season or the first season? I think this might be. Oh, okay, this is the first season. All right, I think that's all of it. Let's see. Damn it. I think that's it. That's all the ones I want to watch right now, or the ones I'm interested in watching right now. All right. So, like I told you guys earlier, that I'm gonna take a break from the bullshit anime and actually watch something entertaining and fun, something I can actually like and enjoy. So, of the three of these, we got Arakawa Under the Bridge. We have Oedo Rocket, and Robotics Notes. So of these three, which one of these would you guys rather see me review? Now I'm asking you guys a question. Just gotta make sure you guys see it. So which one of these would you guys like me to review? I'm just waiting to see what you guys say. Under the Bridge. I got one for Under the Bridge, two for Under the Bridge, three for Under the Bridge. The middle one. So 3 for Under the Bridge, 4 for Under the Bridge, 2 for Oedo, 5 for Under the Bridge. I don't really care. I haven't watched any of them. 6, no, that doesn't count. Robotics Notes, got one for Robotics Notes, another one for Arakawa. How about the middle one? Rocket. I have not. I have not any of those, so I could not say. Well, I mean, even though you never see any of those, maybe you can make me watch them and find out whether or not they're worth checking out. I mean, that is honestly why I review things. I review things so that if people are curious to see them, they know they know what to expect. So it seems most of you said this one, Arakawa. Um, Although I was actually looking forward to this. I thought this would be entertaining. Although I guess we'll have to save this for another day. I only picked robotics notes because it's I believe someone told me like it's from the same people that did Steins Gate, so I was excited to see that. All right, so this is the one I'm gonna watch today. Let's put that on there. I'll put these back. Oh, hello. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to you guys asking me questions. So hit me with the questions, y'all. I want you to review Boku no Pico. No.
No. N-O. No.
Netflix, where the fuck is that Titanfall series? BCG, what's worse, Captain Underpants or Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I enjoyed Captain Underpants. Is it the best? No, it's entertaining. But Diary of a Wimpy Kid was just unnecessary. So unnecessary. I'm the one who sent robotics notes too. Oh, I'm sorry, Bionicle Anime. Looks like I'm not gonna be able to watch your anime just yet. Tony, you know they're making a Spider-Man Homecoming 2, so maybe Peter and Liz was like a way for Peter to grow in a way. And in the second Homecoming film, he and Mary J or MJ could have great chemistry. That wasn't my problem with the film. Like, I mentioned what my problem was in my review. I mean, I might do another video. I was the only one who picked robotic notes. It happens, man. Sorry. Who's a worse female character than Sekai? Nobody. I don't even know of a worse character than female character. Well, I guess not worse, but my most hated female character. I would say Sarah, but the thing is, Sarah is so harmless that I don't really care much for her. Are you giving that mic a blowjob? Yes, I love pleasing my mic when nobody's watching. Are you get or he said that? Let's see. Which Loud House cast member would you like to meet someday? Mine would be Liana Mummy, Catherine Tamer, and Nika Fuderman. Funny enough, I met somebody who was a voice on the Loud House. I met Gray Delisle Griffin. Lovely lady, has a sweet son. I love her son so much. He was adorable, man. Adorable little kid. Thoughts on Real Life getting a second season? What the fuck took them so long, man? Real Life was my favorite anime of 2015. I can't wait to see the second season now. Let's see. Best picture of the year so far. I already answered that question. I really like Get Out. It's my favorite movie of the year so far. I remember the anime. Remember what anime? Do you like serial questions, really? Gray Delisle voice Olive Oil in the Popeye animation by Gendry Tarkovsky. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, she's a prolific voice actress, and she seems like she could do the voice of Olive. Oh, I can't. I can't do the voice of Olive. You mean 2016 with Real Life? Yes, I said 2015, didn't I? Whoops, my bad. Is BCG excited for Recreators? Did that finish yet? Did Recreators finish yet? Hold up, I gotta find out if it finished because I remember I really wanted to see that one too. Come on, there you go. Boo! Let's see, Recreators, and 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. 2016. and it's still going. Fuck. Funny enough, did you know Recreators came out on my birthday this year? April 8th, 2017, man. When it finishes, then I'll watch it. Sorry, Sony canceled the Popeye movie, and they just want to make him make. They just want him to make Hotel Transylvania movies. Well, if I was him, I would just quit, because if they won't let me do a passion project, they're stifling my creativity. Fuck them. I mean, yeah, he is getting a paycheck, but sometimes the integrity is worth more than the monetary gain, you know? Spice and Wolf needs a third season. You're damn right Spice and Wolf needs a third season. I'm surprised they haven't. Why haven't they made a third season yet? They gave it a second season. It was popular enough to garner a second, so why couldn't it get a third? That's fast. That's weird to me. Tony, so do you love the series Samurai Jack? When did I ever say I love the series? I like the series. Sure. I wouldn't say I love it. Maybe if I watch it again, I might love it. Oh, man, these questions are getting really repetitive now. Let's see. Who is your favorite SpongeBob character? My favorite SpongeBob character. I really liked Sandy. I liked her no-nonsense attitude. I liked that she was smart. I loved that she was from Texas. And a lot of the scenes where she interacts with SpongeBob and Patrick were hilarious. My problem is that when, as the years went on, the way that they handled Sandy's character, I wasn't much of a fan of. And yet again, DXD gets 4 seasons. Yeah. DXD gets, well, we all know why DXD got 4 seasons. We all know why DXD got the 4th season. Because it's such a great show. It's well written. The characters are developed, you know, and it doesn't focus heavily on fan service. It doesn't focus on the lowest common denominator. Favorite male harem leader. I am very biased towards Ayumu from Is This a Zombie? Love him a lot. He's one of the funniest harem male leads in any harem anime. Thoughts on House MD? When that show was like out, and let me phrase this correctly. When the show was out, it was one of my favorite shows because it's basically Sherlock Holmes if he was a medical doctor and had to solve medical mysteries. That's fascinating. I like that. Can you review Urusei Yatsura? I would love to review Urusei Yatsura, but I feel like it's one of those animes that I can't do it any justice by making a review of it. It's something that I just recommend people to see. Also, I haven't finished it. It's 195 episodes, and I only got up to 100 before I kind of got checked out of it. I mean, one day I may finish the series because I do want to finish it. I want to see if there are any episodes that I missed out on because, again, I just love Urusei Yatsura. But watching it constantly, episode to episode every day is kind of draining, especially because some of the episodes are very repetitive. Favorite intellectual anime? Steins Gate is a really good one. Probably one of the best intellectual anime. Psychopaths is another good one. Death Note is probably high tier, and of course, Code Geass. In my opinion, Captain Underpants was leagues better than Boss Baby. Who agrees with me? I don't agree with you. I like Boss Baby better, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, I like Boss Baby better. I have a question. I actually have a question for you guys. What were your thoughts? I didn't get to ask many of you this, but what were your thoughts on the latest chapter of BCG Rumble? I'm very curious to know because Ben and I were trying to work on chapter 3 as we speak right now. We're currently in the pre-production phase of chapter 3. We're hashing out the ideas for what we want to do for the story. I already kind of know what I want to do and how I want it to end. So we're working out on that. We're gonna have 3 gag comics leading up to the release of BCG Rumbles. So, what's your favorite Oreo flavor? I really like birthday cake Oreo. It's really good. Voice acting and dialogue cringy yet funny. Was my first time seeing it, but I did enjoy it. Oh, you didn't get to see chapter 1? Oh man, you gotta see chapter 1. I really like. I'm kind of biased, but I really like chapter 1 over chapter 2. Chapter 2 though has some of my favorite laugh out loud moments because I really love the scene with BCG and Akira. The first thing I did when I was pitching the idea, because the idea was I wanted to have Akira fall in love with BCG because everyone else, like in the original series, they have love interests, but Akira does not have a love interest. So I thought it'd be funny. What if the most straight-laced, serious character, or I guess a serious character, was the one to fall in love with BCG? I thought that was funny. Looking forward to more BCG Rumble soon. I loved it. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Man, you guys really want to know what I like to eat, don't you? My favorite ice cream flavor has always been cookies and cream. Like if you ever found me and you wanted to buy me ice cream, cookies and cream would be the ice cream you would buy me. That or birthday cake ice cream. I like that. Tony X Akira, fuck the world. I wouldn't be against that. As long as I'm not being shipped with Eri, I'm totally fine. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, which is better? I like the brutality of Mortal Kombat, but they're two sides of the same coin, you know, because Street Fighter is a much more comical, cartoony fighting beat 'em up game, or not beat 'em up, I guess, fighting game, whereas Mortal Kombat's a much more gruesome, gritty, darker fighting game. So two sides of the same coin, yeah. I like that, Davin. What are your thoughts on it? And then he put the balloons. They all float. I can't wait to watch the movie and see those lines being said. Everybody floats down here, Georgie. They all float. Oh man. Do you want to review? They want you to review ice cream flavors. I'm not a food critic, though. I'm just gonna say, "Ooh, this tastes good," or "Oh, that tastes great," or "Oh, yeah, that's disgusting." If BCG was a dad, how many kids would he want? Well, I mean, it's not if, it's when. Or I guess if BCG was a dad, when BCG becomes a dad, how many kids does he want? I would like to have 2 kids, 1 girl, 1 boy. That's all I really need. Whew. What are your personal thoughts on the Don Bluth movie Rockadoodle? It's cheesy. Makes no sense. It's weird. It's weird. But I think it's enjoyable. I think the Nostalgia Critic was way too harsh on it because it's an enjoyable film. Jalen, what's up, bro? What's up? Oh man. Do you like the character Edmund? Edmund from what? Least favorite video game movie? All of them. I hate them all. Like, I guess the one that I found the least atrocious was Warcraft because it was visually interesting and I saw what they were trying to do. They never really got to the level that they need to get to. Ooh, man. Edmund from Rockadoodle, silly. I have not seen Rockadoodle in how long? I haven't seen it since I was a kid. All I remember was Chanticleer. Chanticleer. A very original name. I remember the owls. The owls are funny. It's like, we hate the sun. That's all we know. I think that's funny. Let's see. Super Mario Bros. Movie is a guilty pleasure of mine. I couldn't even sit through the whole thing. I stopped midway because I'm like, this is just so ridiculous. I'm done. I think I quit the moment where someone was asking Mario, like, what's your name? Mario. So what's your last name? Mario. So they're Mario, and Luigi Mario. Really? You guys couldn't have thought of some name, like some basic last names for the Mario brothers? You could have named them Scalatori, something Italian. I could have rolled with that, but no, they're like, no, his name is Mario, and Luigi Mario. And I facepalmed so hard, like, really? You don't even need to give him a last name. Like, it could, you know what would have been funny? Someone walks up to Mario, is like, what's your name? Mario. And what's your last name? And then they get cut off. Or they whisper it, or they say it and it gets like distorted and you never find out what their last name is. That would have been interesting. And then the person who heard the last name is like, what? That's your last name? Whoa, that's incredible. I'd even accept Super Mario. Yeah, I would have accepted that, you know. Super Mario, like Super is his first name and Mario is his last name. Tony, if you are tired, get some sleep, my man. It's the afternoon here, so I can't really sleep. I gotta get work done. What I am is hungry. I'm really hungry. It's me, Mario. Thoughts on Haganai? I believe I spoke about Haganai before. It's okay. It's so cliche and derivative that it bored me, and I didn't like that they resort to that cliche of the main character being this guy that looks like he's a vigilante. They basically tried to be Toradora, but they weren't as good as Toradora. It's me, Mario. What do you think of the Nicolo or? Just saying, it's like the same people asking the same questions, man. It's so repetitive. What happened, guys? I thought you were more creative than this. Tony, do you like to watch soccer? Hell no. The only time I ever enjoyed watching soccer is this one match between Real Madrid versus who's the one that Ronaldo is part of? What's his team again? Does anybody know what team Ronaldo, the soccer player Ronaldo, is a part of? I forgot what it was. But they went against Real Madrid, and Messi was in the other team. And at the last second, Messi scores a goal and beats Cristiano Ronaldo. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. And I was like, I was dabbing at my work like, yeah, whoa, Real Madrid, bitch. LOL, that chair squeak got me. You mean this? Oh, there it is. Now it wants to squeak. Now it doesn't want to squeak. Okay, really? There you go. Would you consider doing an idol anime month? Nope. I'm done with monthly themes, remember? I only do occasional monthly themes. Let's see. What about hockey? Never got into hockey. I could almost see myself getting into it just because people fight. That's entertaining, but that's about it. I can't see the puck. I don't know what the fuck's going on half of the time. So yeah, not really a fan of hockey. Tony, how's the weather in Guam? Hot as hell. The sun finally came out because it was raining all week last week. So Barcelona, yes, it was against Barcelona, and so Real Madrid beat Barcelona. 5 seconds left. Messi runs up with the ball, kicks it into the goal, and goes, ooh! And my friend's face, because my friend, he loves soccer, was watching it, and he loves Cristiano Ronaldo, and he was saying that he was going to win, and I'm like, nope, it's going to be Real Madrid, and sure enough, that last score by Messi, and I'm like, oh, Real Madrid, bitch. When's that rap coming out? What rap? What
rap are you talking about?
Well, they are called the Mario Bros, so I guess the filmmakers were making a joke by saying their last names are Mario. That's a fair point. That is a very fair point because they are the Mario Bros. And usually when you call somebody the blank bros, you use their last name. So that's their little way of saying, hey, that's their last name. We only have 3 temperatures in Texas: hot, extremely hot, and not as hot. That's pretty much all. That's all the types of temperatures in Guam: hot, extremely hot, not that hot. Did you see the McGregor versus Mayweather fight? Yes, I'm happy Mayweather won. I was fucking livid that Mayweather won. I wanted somebody to put him in his place. Now he's gonna fucking ride into the sunset being undefeated. His ego will never be put on check, See, there's a sense of humility when it comes to losing. But now that he's never lost a single fight, like, fuck me, dude. Is it just me, or is Josh Greeley like the go-to guy for harem protagonist dub voice? He got 7 roles under his belt because Josh Greeley is amazing. He's a great voice actor. Let's see. Why is Persona 4 the best RPG ever made? I don't know. I never played Persona 4. What are your thoughts on the Cartoon Network 20th anniversary music video? I haven't seen it, so I would need to see it. How will BCG begin to tackle the loads of anime that was sent to him? One day at a time. Will you watch Achi Kochi? I've watched it before. I only got up to 2 episodes. I don't know why. I just kind of gave up on it. It's basically if Nichijou and Minamike were like fused together. That's what the show reminds me of. It's cute though. It's really adorable. Oh man, I'm kind of tired, ain't I? Okay, well, I'm going to start wrapping up, guys. Got 5 minutes left, so let's wrap this up. Final questions now. Excited for Lego Ninjago movie? It looks okay. I just don't think it looks as funny. I don't know why they're doing all these spin-off Lego movies when I just want to see another Lego movie, man. Bring freaking Phil Lord and Chris Miller back, please. I need to see them make another Lego movie. I honestly don't think we'll ever get another Lego movie, because not like we won't get another Lego movie. They'll make a sequel, but we won't get another Lego movie. Like, that was a phenomenon that came out of nowhere and it blew everybody's freaking mind, and I loved it a lot. Made me feel like a kid again. Excuse me. What happened to Darkness Dragoon Rose? I missed that guy. I feel like people ask me that question all the time and they think I still talk to him. I don't. The last time I spoke to him was in 2014, and I've been desperately trying to find him again. The only person that really knows what Darkness Dragoon Rose is up to is Shadow ACS. He knows what he's up to. So, but I talked to him recently, and thank God he told me that he was doing fine, because the last time I talked to him, he was very suicidal and depressed. So the fact that he's doing well, I'm very happy to hear that. Maybe he's finally found peace now that he doesn't have to worry about making videos and stuff. Like, one of the things we always talked about is he always got stressed because, being the YouTuber that he was, it really wore thin on him. I'm like, I understand. I feel your pain. I miss him a lot too. He was a great guy. He's a great guy. Did Pho come to Guam? Pho has always been on Guam. Is the food good in Guam? Yes. It's too good. It's too good. I mean, I'm so tempted to eat some of the food here, and I shouldn't because it's bad for my health. Oh, excuse me. Will School Rumble ever get another season? Doubtful. Although does anybody know where I could read the special chapter that came out a couple months back? Because I really want to read it. I want to see what it was about. So let's see. No, it's Vietnam's signature dish. The food in Guam is amazing. Yes, it is. Let's see. Last question before I leave. Thoughts on Toonami on Adult Swim? It should have always been on Adult Swim because the subject matter that Toonami touches on is not really for kids, or at least it's not for American kids because it's a bit too graphic and vulgar. So I'm happy that it's on Adult Swim rather than being on Cartoon Network, because then they would have to censor it and water it down. But because it's on Adult Swim, which allows them to do much more adult shows, I'm happy for that. Do you want to go to Japan one day? Who doesn't want to? Well, I guess people who aren't really fans of Japan, but I really want to go to Japan one day. I'm excited. I'm losing creative ideas for questions. Help me. Well, don't worry. We only have 2 more minutes, so you don't have to ask any more questions. In fact, I'm probably going to wrap this up right now and do my outro. So anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Thank you for sticking with me for the last 2 hours. I'm going to go get some food in my stomach. I'm going to go watch Arakawa Under the Bridge. Hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned. I'm releasing the first chapter of BCG Rumble tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I have the live chat on Saturday, September 9th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the voices of Yakumo, Tenma, Eri, and the former Tenma voice actress, and possibly Akira. And then myself and Ben Toto will also be there. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Were you born in Guam? Yes, I was born on Guam. Just in case if you guys want to know, I was born on Guam. Anywho, oh, so tired. By the way, you guys like my shirt, huh? My Did You Know Anime shirt. The guys from Did You Know Anime were gracious enough to send me this free of charge. And Johnny Lobo, if you're watching, man, I love you, brother. Thank you so much. Anywho, let's wrap this all up so I can get started on my other work. If you guys like to see more videos of this channel, be part of the Black Critic crew, please hit that subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm 21 Second, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, whoa, what's that? Peace, YouTube.